say that I actually earned in these fortnights that sort of money. Okay, I'm going to jump into the forecast estimates. Now there's the big difference. See how that's jumped up to 17? It's now said that based upon that I'm going to earn $43,000 per year. It still says currently at the moment I'm still only in the 10% bracket. I haven't earned enough because I'm only 6 weeks into the year. If you haven't noticed here, it says I haven't paid enough tax. I now owe, it's not a minus, it means that I now owe, I currently need to put aside an additional $185 in tax to make up the difference. That's all I've put aside is $360. So it's automatically told us I'm behind in tax. What I want to show you is this alternate rate, 17.57. It says that roughly if I put aside out of every dollar I earn right now, ignore this rate, but I start putting aside 17% or 18%, say, it means by the end of the year I will still average the same figure. It says if I keep going at this income rate, providing your income doesn't change, of course, right? It says that at the end of the year I'm going to be on the 25% tax bracket. Now what if it happens if that was the 40% bracket? I'd earn a lot more money and I was in the 40%. The problem is we start getting used to a certain lifestyle. And when we're only putting aside a set amount, say we're only putting aside 10% or 20% in tax, we find it very hard to suddenly put an additional 20% aside. If we jump up into another bracket, we go, wow, how can I do that? I need that money. My lifestyle is this. So what it says is, instead of suddenly jumping between big brackets, start from the beginning of the year and put aside roughly that amount in tax as a percentage, and you're going to be pretty well right throughout the whole year. And this figure will fluctuate. Let's say we go a certain amount into the year. I'm going to show you what happens if I change a few settings. Let's say I'm going to change the clock. It's going to say today's April the 16th. It's going to say that this is the only income I've earned from the beginning of the year until April the 16th. Let's see what it says here. Well, we see that it's changed. It's done a forecast, and even though this top amount up here is still correct, I still haven't paid enough tax, because I should have still paid more on that. It says that based upon what we've already earned to date, this is possibly all I'm going to earn, because it says, well, that's all you've earned in 6 weeks. Then you probably, if you keep the same income earning potential up, that's all you're going to earn. See the figure changed? So now suddenly it's now only 15%. So it's really come back into line. So as you go throughout the year, this figure here will fluctuate depending upon what day and how much you've got into the system. Okay, I'm going to change the date to the 10th of September. I want to show you a couple of things. You'll notice that I put another entry in above it for $10,000 here. Just had another date. I'm going to enter an amount here. I just want to play catch up a little bit, because naturally I'm jumping a lot of months here. I just want to show you a couple of quick little things that was going to happen. I click the forecast. I've now made $65,000 for the year. Now, see something quite dramatic here. It's got towards the end of the year, and suddenly it says I've got to put 67% away in tax. How can that be? It's because I've entered no tax. I've said I've put no money away at all in tax. So it says if you keep earning the same amount of money on average that we've already earned from January to September, and let's just say all these amounts are averaged out because I've just entered in big amounts. If you start putting away 67% in tax out of all your income, you will catch up. That's what that amounts for. That's why it's gone up so high all of a sudden. Because it takes into consideration the whole deal. It says how much you should owe in tax, how much you put away in tax to date, and this here will give you an alternate rate to try to catch up. So not only does it try to even out the amount of tax you pay throughout the year, it changes for catch up. And it knows, hey, you've still got time to catch up, although, you know, it's going to be pretty hard fetch to live on taking 67% away out of your money, but it's going to play catch up. And it fluctuates all the time. This is why I love this figure. I keep an eye on this figure, as well as I always make sure I've got the minimum, but I keep an eye on this.